Hello, well, friends. I think this is all working. This is just a random stream today. I'm just about to play some Metro 2033 redo. And yeah, I'm just trying to get things. Even with the updated version, the game still doesn't. You still can't play in a a window very well. It's not very good. So 2033. I just finished a playthrough actually. This is a game that I kind of go to. I go back to quite a lot. I just finished reading through the books again as well. Things get pretty bad after this. I think even Exodus. Like I played Exodus when it first came out. I was just so desperate for it. And I think I kind of overhyped it in my brain. But when you play it, it's this game follows the book very closely, but Metro Last Light doesn't follow the book at all. Which you can't really, because Metro 2034, I don't really know how you'd make a game out of that. So I can kind of hey Liz, how you doing? So I can kind of understand that. But what happened was, I'm not sure if they just ended up playing too many Americanized games as they were making it, but 24, it was just a horrible. It felt like a horrible collection of cutscenes and set pieces. It didn't really feel like a cohesive game. Far too many defend this, ride on this, defend that, boss fights, all that kind of stuff. It just wasn't really what I don't think. I mean, Metro 2033 had some of that, but not a lot of it. And Exodus, I mean, I was desperate for an open world Metro game, but it wasn't really what I wanted, to be honest. I was hoping for like a proper Metro experience that stayed in Moscow, where you had like an open world Moscow. And you had like the Metro, like an open world Metro underneath that you explored. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Liz. Well, I'll try and give you a couple of hours of stuff to take your mind off things. Yeah, so Exodus, it was weird because it was like an open world game. But again, it was a game that took control away from you so much. Too many set pieces. It was too westernized for me. Is that the one where you play a dwarf kind of reclaiming Moria? I keep thinking about trying that. I do quite like those kind of. I'm not sure if you'd call it like a. What are those games where you keep playing it and return to it and things open up again? And so I don't know. Yeah, I've heard of it and I do keep meaning to try, so I might give it a go. It looked like one of the few Lord of the Rings games where they didn't fart up the. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, where they didn't fart up the lore too much. I don't think. Okay, so here we go. So, always play survival. Always play Ranger Hardcore. If you never played Metro, I'm not saying this is the best way to start. It's probably worth doing a few runs on normal. Ranger Hardcore kind of requires you to know the levels reasonably well. And also, Ranger Hardcore is not really balanced particularly well. Like there are some set pieces where you have to defend yourself essentially, and you're stuck with like a mob swarming you. So you have to kind of sometimes cheat a bit and stuff to get through it. But Ranger Hardcore, always play that. I just finished a run where I found all of the diaries. I'm just going to do this as it is. I'll try that out, Liz, maybe for next stream. I keep thinking about it. Yeah, but 2033, it kind of follows the book very closely, actually, the story. Very closely. Apart from the end, it kind of gives you a good and a bad ending. I'm not quite sure why it does that. Because then when you go into Last Light is basically, it basically reverts to canon for the book at the end of 2033, but then that's about all it does. It's going to be too quiet, isn't it, I bet you? Let's turn it up a bit. I think the sounds in game are right. It's just that voice option that is a bit quiet at first.
Artyom, when you left your home station, did you ever think we'll end up in a place like this? Not knowing whether we were about to save our world or send it straight to hell.
I don't like the English. Normally I play in the Russian, but seeing as I'm streaming it, well, I'm not quite sure what this playthrough is for. I think it's just... Because I literally just finished it yesterday. Well, I actually played... It took me like literally all of yesterday to do a playthrough. I just wanted to... I've got all the diaries. I wanted to remember where all the diaries were.
Open the gate, I'll cover.
The actor's not that bad though, actually. Yeah, so you pick up these diaries as you go around. This difficulty level's got no prompts, I don't think. So, hey Ben, how you doing?
Open the door, I'll cover you.
All right, Miller. It's funny how through the game series it changes your relationship with... So like in the books, like Miller essentially despises you. He thinks you're crazy because the whole thing with the books is that Artyom thinks he's picked up a transmission from other cities. This is after a nuclear war, but he keeps being told that that's not the case. You can burn the cobwebs, which I quite like. What's happening is the people who are controlling Moscow now are paranoid, I guess, about the Americans still realising that people are still alive, so they make out the war's still on to keep control of people, essentially. It's so atmospheric, this game. That's why I love playing it. It's like one of the most immersive experiences I've had. Yeah, but in the books, like as you go through the 3 books, like yeah, Miller despises Artyom. I think partly because Artyom marries Anna, his daughter, but she despises you as well. It's funny in the Metro Exodus, like how they portray the relationship of Artyom and Anna. They do get kind of back together. I don't spoil it for you, but yeah. But Miller particularly despises Artyom. But you don't really get that in the game, which is fair enough. Gas mask on. This is kind of towards the end of the game, but it's kind of showing you what's going to happen essentially. The difficulty with the high difficulties. It's just, normally it's air filters, because you get a certain amount of air filters. Once you know the levels and stuff and you know where to go, it's not really much of a problem. But when you first started playing it, what's nice on this is that the mobs kind of one-shot you a fair amount, but you kind of do a lot more damage to them as well. So like headshots and stuff generally kill things. This is more like hardcore survival mode, I guess. A lot of it is knowing where to stand for these set pieces where you're fighting things, so you don't get swarmed and killed quickly. Oh, I love the books. Like, I recently went through them again, and then I started again at the beginning. It's like... it's funny, because I'd read some Russian science... old Russian science fiction, but not... Like, I read Roadside Picnic, obviously. But that was it. But then I got into kind of Russian classics, like I read a lot of Dostoevsky and Gogol and all those people. And then I just went looking for Russian stuff, and I read a lot more. Russian. I would. I love them. Yeah. I mean, they can be quite hard going. But yeah, I mean, if you like apocalyptic stuff with I guess a bit of a Russian vibe, yeah, it's great. Did I read it in Russian? I wish I could. I always wanted to read manga in Japanese, and I always said to myself I'm going to learn how to read, but I never did.
Glad to see you, Colonel. Did you hear that? Listen.
You get attacked by watchers and demons here. This is you can't do anything about this here. You kind of get knocked out, and then the game starts properly. Yeah, no, sorry, Benny. I would really recommend them. Like they're really good if you like that kind of thing. Yeah, these mobs are called watchers, I think. You I'm not going to do much here because there's nothing you can do, essentially. Control gets taken away from you, surely. Out of bullets. There we go. Yeah, so the first book, 2033, is kind of like it's like a traditional quest kind of book where you go on a quest. But the second and third books, it gets quite. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. It gets a lot deeper, shall we say? And it's a lot more about because in the metro. You got like the Reds and the fascists of you got different factions. You got the Reds, you got the fascists and whatever. You got like a merchant guild group. There's a lot more going on than that, but that's the second and third books are more about that. All the games are really immersive, though, even though I think the second two fall off a cliff a bit. I think it's probably a bit bright for you. I've got the gamma turned up, maybe too high. But it's the sort of game that can be too dark as well, so...
Artyom, you're awake at last, I see. Hunter's on his way in. He should have news from the other stations. Come on.
Yes, Artyom's got an obsession with getting out of the metro and living above ground again. There's also a morale system in the game where you do certain things as you go through the game. You gain or lose morale points. And depending on how many morale points you've got at the end of the game, you get like a good or a what they call two different endings, I guess.
I've been through worse, and I'm not giving up. What's your plan for that?
Hello, Artem.
Yes, Nikolai?
The station can't survive much longer if these attacks don't stop. We must do something.
What more can we do? Let's see what Hunter says.
This is all really accurate to the book. Like Hunter arrives and he kind of gives you the quest kind of thing.
Hello, Artem. Another patrol was attacked last night.
The hospital's full.
The situation's under control. Many want to leave the station.
So that little flash and sound there meant I got a morale point. Sometimes just talking to people gives you points.
Let's go, Artyom.
My brother is in the hospital.
Doctor hasn't said anything. The situation's under control.
Peter!
You get points for...
We just
Oh,
have
that's
to
you.
Let's move on. Yeah, so you got that little system as well. And you got these diaries to collect if you want. You get like a... I mean, I did a run yesterday where I picked up all the diaries. If you know where they are, you get like an achievement for it, essentially. But it kind of gives you a story as well. You listen to this bloke, you get a morale point.
People want to see their relatives.
What I love about these games, it's the same with the Stalker game as well. I just love looking around at the environments they've created and like the old technology, how they've designed the technology and stuff.
Not much improvement.
There's another. These are the diaries.
Died this morning.
Some of them are kind of hidden around. They're quite easy to miss. That's not our point though for this game.
Sooner or later, this leads to death.
Yeah. So the thing with playing on Ranger Hardcore like survival is really just resources and knowing where to kind of game the system when you get attacked by stuff, because you will sometimes get one-shotted by things. You just make sure you got a lot of filters for your gas mask essentially. Bullets are alright.
It's Hunter.
Mutants don't knock first. Open the damn gate.
Yeah, so Hunter, this guy's a pivotal character through the books. He's like a badass kind of rangery, stalkery type.
Exhibition hunter.
Thanks. Now closer, kid.
It's been a long time, Hunter.
Good to see you, Alex. Hello, Artyom.
So, Hunter, what's happening in the outside world these days?
Much. Most of what I hear is about the exhibition and the undead infesting your tunnels. Artyom, I met a trader selling old postcards of New York City.
If you take the postcard out of his hand, you get quite a lot of morale points for that.
These are not the usual mutant creatures. This is something else. What the hell? Something much worse.
If you don't do it, he puts it behind him, so you can still pick it up and get just get less points for it. That's all.
If it's hostile, you'll kill it.
Yeah, so the dark ones are kind of like the main plot
Kirill, take your group to the tunnels.
NPCs, I guess, for the first book. The second game actually makes them the plot point as well, but they're not really in the second book. Oh, I need to get a weapon. This is one of those situations where mobs attack.
They never come this far to the station.
It's the hospital. They smell
This one's not so bad. Might turn the gamma down for you in a minute because it's a bit bright. Maybe you're not getting as much as the Atmos. Is it okay? Okay. Won't worry too much then. It's probably better actually because it can be really dark. Yeah, so the mobs can kind of sometimes get you stuck in like a staggered state, and you just die essentially.
Are you alright?
Of course. He's a dead-eye shot, this one. No dark ones here. Just the usual tunnel trash.
Even when you don't see them, the dark ones are there. Fear.
It is hidden, yeah.
That's what made the Nosalises run through the tunnels like rats. The Dark Ones are not simple mutants. They're Homo
Yeah, there's two
novus,
endings,
the
what
next
they...
step in evolution.
I won't spoil it for you
You've
because
heard
it kind of
about
spoils the book
survival
as
of
well.
the
But
fittest. Guess what? We lost.
What's happened to you, Alex? You can go like lambs to the slaughter. I'll hang on to whatever life I got with teeth and claws. And I'll take more than a few of your Homo novus with me to hell.
You think you're some old movie cowboy? Have a look, Hunter. 10 soldiers trained in combat. Their bodies broken, their minds gone.
The Dark Ones! They destroyed the outer guard post!
I mean, if you played it, Ben, you kind of know the story anyway, don't you? You know the basic storyline of it, I guess.
The devil knows what's happening out there, beyond your perimeter. I must go recon the situation. Listen carefully, Artyom. If I'm not back here by morning, you must get to police station and find a man named Miller. Tell him what's happened to me, and what's stirring in the northern tunnels. Show this to Miller, so he knows I've sent you. I trust everything to you, Artyom. Don't let me down. If we are to survive, this threat must be eliminated, no matter the cost. Eliminated. Understand?
So now you got your quest.
Hunter did not return. It wouldn't be easy to find an excuse to leave the station and travel to Polis, but I had given my word. I learned.
Паровоз, не стучите колеса. Кондуктор, нажми на тормоза.
Finally! Taking your time as usual, huh? Alright, grab your gear, go to the platform, they're waiting for us. I'll meet you there. Hey, Artyom, don't forget anything, huh? Вот стоц перевертоться, бабушка здорова. Вот стоц перевертоться, кушает компот. Вот стоц перевертоться, я мечтаю.
I like the way you got all the books just lying around. Loads of copies of them. Yeah, so the morale system is... I'll show you some obvious ones. Let's pick up the diary. I'm not going for all the diaries anyway on this one, in this run, but... Yeah, so like playing this instrument. So you get a little squeaky sound and the screen flashes a bit. So you get it for doing various things. Like sometimes, you know the beggars, if you give the beggars a... a bullet. So playing this instrument as well, you get one. Sometimes just talking to people, you get one. I like being nosy. Just finding, going off the beaten track and finding a dead body or something, you'll get one. Yeah, and if you get enough points, then you choose to do what they call the good ending, I guess, at the end. I'm not sure what endings you've had before. This guy over here asked for a bullet.
Please. My son
2 he wants. Bloody hell.
Could you spare a couple of cartridges? I'll pay you back as soon as I can. Thanks, Artyom. I knew I could count on you.
Drunk again. Get the hell out of this slum.
Artyom, where's your gear? No, go to the armory and get geared up.
Okay.
Hello, Artyom. You need some weapons? Okay, let's take a look. Submachine gun, 5.45 caliber, made in the armory. It's got poor accuracy and overheats like hell. That's why they call it a bastard gun. Use short bursts, Artyom. Help yourself to some ammo too. Here's a universal charger to keep the battery powered. And a gas mask. Put it on if you cross any radiation hot zones. Or, God help you, go up to the surface. Army issue first aid kits, just in case. Okay, you're supplied, my friend. Feel free to try out your weapon on my firing range. And you try not to stick out your head too much, okay?
I normally go with the is it called the Scrambler, which is like the shotgun that holds 6 shots, because it's just really good for dealing with the mutants. And then some kind of rifle. Sometimes the rifle here, which is like an air pumped ball bearing one that one-shot stuff in the head. But you get like a assault rifle later on that I normally use. You can upgrade your weapons as well a bit.
Do you think one day we could go back up to the surface?
Yeah, so there are things like, so this guy's got some cartridges in his thing. And if you take them, you lose morale points. Morale points are generally used for obvious things like killing innocents and that kind of thing.
Okay, that's it. Put
Like the Reds and the fascists, you can just kill as much as you like, really.
So you ready to move out?
Let's go.
Are you ready? Well, let's go then. You take that Sitar tune, and you, Eugene, take this one. Did anybody forget anything?
So, you get your gear? Let's go then.
Hey guys, going to Riga?
Yeah, we are.
Can I get a lift?
Sure, but no free rides. We'll have to pull the lever sometimes.
I can do that.
Let's go then. Alrighty then. Good luck to everyone staying home, and to us too.
Boy,
Let's go.
good luck to us.
So, are you ready to finally be somewhere else?
Let's go.
Artyomka! Free at last, huh? Well, for as long as the ride takes anyway. Should be fun. More dangerous. Even better, right?
I'm not sure if you heard the bit before, but we're kind of we're basically using this run to the next, this kind of like supply run to the next station to get out and go and try and find Miller, basically.
So, where you from?
Riga, I'm making the rounds, buying merchandise.
Well, I bet you've seen a few places then.
Yeah, the market.
Yeah, I haven't heard of another Metro game for ages. I know they did like the, what was it, the what's it called, the virtual reality one.
That or being for the same
I'd love to
How
ride
come?
that thing.
Hansa connects to the whole metro and has a lot of stations, but doesn't welcome outsiders. And if it's not Hansa, then you have to go through the Reds, the Nazis, or your regular bandits. And these guys are really going at it lately. If they're not fighting everyone else, they're warring with each other. Actually, I didn't even reach the station itself.
Strange.
I was suddenly overcome with fear.
Slow down, guy.
Peter, what's up?
Military caravan got stuck near Alexeyevskaya. A tunnel collapsed or other shit. You have to use a service tunnel bypassing Alexeyevskaya.
Ah, fuck. I hate this tunnel. All right, Peter. Open up the gate. No point being stuck here forever.
Why? Well, what's wrong with the tunnel?
Well, it's an ordinary tunnel. Not as well lit, maybe. I went through that last month and, well, I just don't like it. That's all.
It never sounds very convincing. Yeah, you're taking the side tunnel. Great.
Have a safe trip.
We're riding a ham car in our arm, so I think we'll make it there okay.
I love some of the car riding. You do a bit of it, just being in the tunnels in general. It's so atmospheric.
Damn, that's my hand hurt.
If you help push the lever, we'll get there sooner.
Okay, Eugene, you go help them in. We should move faster here. You watch the back, Artyom.
Sure, I'll help. That way we'll get to Riga in no time, right?
No, we should get out of here sooner. It's scary when they're around. And I pity them.
Them? Who them?
All ghosts there
Reap? Whom do you mean? Them?
type thing.
What are you talking about?
Or a psychic kind
What
of
the hell is going on?
imprint or whatever it is.
Boris. Boris! Boris!
What's happening to me?
My head! Artyom! What is it?
Artyom! Over here!
If we are to survive, this threat must be eliminated, no matter the cost. Eliminate.
These are the dark ones, obviously.
hell's going on? Shit! Wake up, people! People! Wake up, for Christ's sake! Boris! Boris, wake up! Boris! Shit! It's no good!
This is one of those annoying kind of set piece things where you got to fight mobs off. Again, you can't actually fight them off completely. There's a bit here where you're supposed to tap E, but because you're playing Ranger Hardcore, it doesn't show you. So whenever you get any of this, I just press E quickly, essentially. You can't save him either. I've tried. I've kind of replayed the game on so many all the difficulty levels just to see if you can affect things, but you can't. We'll get knocked off the cart soon as well.
Conserviamo, Artyom! Conserviamo!
Come on, dude, you need to pump that harder.
We're almost at the roadblock! Just a little bit left! Artyom! Artyom!
Oops. Missed his head. Come on.
Help me, Artyom!
Yeah, so there's nothing you can do about that. Leg it.
He's alive! Come here, quick! Don't use a flamethrower! Please! Give him a chance! Let's kick some snotbots! That was hot. I need a drink. Riga Station was only the first stop on my
The
journey.
game opens up a lot more shortly, so you got bigger areas to explore, and you go up into Moscow and stuff as well.
All right, boys. Let's train to our friend Artyom, who goes right through monsters and anomalies alike. To Artyom.
To you!
Hell, if not for you, Artyom, we'd have been shredded like cabbage. You deserve
The woman over there walks past in a minute. If you watch,
some extra ammo.
they couldn't have given her more curves if they'd have had 1 million more polygons or 10 million. they really gave her all the curves they could.
Artyom, you really immune to that shit?
Well, not as much as I thought, because I did get knocked out. There she goes.
Okay, we've got to check that. To our luck. And to Artyom.
To your health. The vodka kicks everyone's ass, huh?
So tell me, the tunnel to market's closed down and I'm bored to death sitting here on my ass.
We passed through some kind of invisible way.
Yeah, so the currency is cartridges, as you've probably worked out if you haven't played it before.
Seems that tunnel should. So he was shooting the bitches. Man, I don't even know.
I got my rights, blade. Let me out of the station. Hey, what the hell do you care if I live or die?
I don't care, asshole.
I don't think we'll faff around too much. What am I carrying? I've got a pistol and...
Come, look, try and buy. As you wish. Special offers.
forge masters.
No, not got any, nothing interesting there at the moment. We'll try and get the Shambler at some point, as soon as we can. It's worth having a look around if you haven't. Soak up the, well, say atmosphere, you know. If you want to collect all the diaries and read all the story, I missed one in exhibition. There's one more in Riga I haven't got yet. It is possible to miss them because there are some points where you can't backtrack.
Yes, I did.
Are you Artyom? Hey, there's a man at the Black Street waiting for you. I'll guide you there for one bullet. Thanks.
Let's go, kid.
Or else I'll get a spanking.
Oh, my face.
It's definitely one of those games where you remember they used to have that smell-o-vision where, for full immersion. I imagine it must smell dreadfully.
That's him sitting over there.
This is Bourbon. Bourbon.
Well, I'll be going. Bye.
You're Artyom, right? Sit down.
He's in the book as well.
Everybody calls me Bourbon. Listen, I need to get to Dry Station for some business, but this rat hole is on lockdown. I, however, know a back way. A so-called cursed passage the locals are afraid to use. But I hear the shit in the tunnels doesn't work on you. So, you help me get to Dry, I'll give you my AK when we get there. Deal? Good. Here's an advance payment in case you need to gear up first. Are you ready? Just make it short.
You don't lose any moral points for, apart from that musician's one. Look around for these red things because they're keys for safes that are spread around. Generally, the key is near the safe sometimes. Yeah, so this is the lady with the hips.
I'll show you a good time. Special price for you.
Okay, you can do that. I won't spoil it for you though. We will, if you ever decide to play the game. This is where Bourbon takes us, but I'll just go and collect the stuff first. I think there's a box around here. I don't think there's anything in this bit. I don't think so. What should we do before we go? Yeah, I mean, I haven't got a VR headset, but I've heard that the VR version of the game is really good. I mean, if I was going to get a VR headset, it's kind of like one of the games that I would get it for. I'm trying to think of what's ahead. I don't think any of these guys...
Bullets exchange. You won't find better rate in whole metro.
Yeah, these guys are not selling any
Your target to pieces.
gas mask filters at the moment.
Whatever.
How many bullets have we got?
Bullets exchange.
I've kind of got a few for the shotgun. I think you do pick up filters and bullets and stuff, so it's not too much of an issue. It's just if you know the level, you know. There are certain sections of the game where I find it just easier just to sprint to the next checkpoint. And in this part of the game, we'll have Bourbon as a I kind of, if you've got an NPC with you, I kind of use them as tanks generally. Basically, on this difficulty level, just let the NPC waste their resources and tank stuff. You just, yeah. just conserve all your stuff. Because you need to the main area I find you need to conserve stuff for is when you go up, above ground. That's where you need all your filters and bullets. Dude, yeah. Bourbon's like quite an okay dude. Like in the books, he's kind of like an okay dude as well. I think he's got a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a Del boy, you know, or an Arthur Daly. But I think generally he's all right. Not sure about the singing though. You have to pump up your lamp. Come on, boobs.
As I entered the abandoned tunnel with Bourbon, I wondered if I'd been wrong to trust him. But the station gates were still sealed, and there was no telling when I'd have another chance.
Great, we broke free. Now keep your eyes peeled. The handcar ride is over. Lots of tough guys died in these tunnels. But if we watch each other's backs, we'll get there. That's just a single lurker. They rarely attack groups of people. But if you're alone, watch your ass.
Watch your ass. The corpses generally have stuff.
Strange sounds. Either the ground is making that noise or the wind. I also heard tales of singing pipes. They say if you listen long enough, you can hear the voices of the dead. What bullshit.
Okay, there's a gun around here.
Be extra quiet here. There should be a roadblock in the second tunnel. We don't want to blow that.
There's a gun around here, but these really annoying little mobs as well. So I think what we want to do is just get the gun. It's just so annoying, those things. So this is like the kind of pneumatic sniper rifle almost. I think that's all we need here. Yeah, let's get out of here. Catch up with Bourbon. You can listen at the pipes here, I think, for a moral point. You can normally hear kids laughing or something.
Shit, caravanners. They're all dead. I know that style. Bandits. And Hansa boasted that they'd wipe them out. Now keep your eyes peeled. They won't let us pass freely. Alarm system. Quite efficient. If you want to arrive on
The game's kind of like vaguely got like a stealth system as well. It's got a lot of systems in, but a lot of them are just not integrated very well. They kind of work. Sometimes you'll sneak up behind a guy and you're there, but he doesn't. It doesn't take him down. Yeah, I've played through it quite a bit. I actually played through the whole game yesterday. I just wanted to do like a diary run, essentially. there's a bloody tripwire here. Turn the lights off. If we want to do stealth, obviously.
They barricaded themselves. Short, we need to get closer. Can you take down the patrol?
Oh, Bob, and get out of the bloody way. So there's a guy. There's a guy normally just here. Yeah, there he is. Sounds don't travel particularly far.
Who's there?
This guy might see us actually. No, there's a guy just hiding around a box there. Knock him out. There's a guy wandering over here with a lamp. We'll wait for him. Just the usual. Just the usual stuff. You can just blast them. Actually, you have to be careful who you're blasting, but the bad guy, like bandits and Nazis and Reds and stuff, you can just kill as many as you like. Most, in my experience, of kind of like getting a good ending or different endings. Just up here there is a can that makes a noise, so we kind of try and avoid that way if we can. Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, a lot of the systems can be a bit janky sometimes, but I guess it's just expected, really. It was like it wasn't a big budget game, you know. I wouldn't say it's like Euro jank levels, but it can be quite janky. I think we're far enough away. So I guess from now on it's kind of like, I guess we could snipe some people or just get into a fight and let Bourbon clear them out. You can sneak past these dudes here. There's a light there and there's a chest over here that you can open with that key, but there's a dude sitting there. And I'm sure like, when I played yesterday, this guy, there's a guy over here that spotted me, but I'm sure sometimes he doesn't always spot you. If you shoot, you can shoot the lights out, but it does attract them. So we might, can we see what way this guy's looking? I can't see that guy particularly well. I'm looking at OBS because it's a bit brighter. We might get into a fight here. Yeah. Headshots, you pretty much win essentially. Where's Bourbon? What's that? There is a way of doing this so you can kind of get everyone stealth, but sometimes it's just a pain in the arse. Where's Bourbon? Because that's not Bourbon, is it? They're quite used to the NPCs. They do actually kill mobs, the NPCs. That's not Bourbon, is it? Oh, we're out of those. Shotgun it is then. Where are you, Bourbon? I can see the guy's shadow just around the corner there. Okay, go around and loot all the buggers. Open this chest, which is what all the kerfuffle was in the first place. I'll look out for it, mate. I'll give it a go. Oops, that's Bourbon. There was a game that came out a little while ago. I can't remember the name of it now. It's quite a recent game, and it was, I think it was another like Russian developed one. With a similar kind of vibe. I need to check it out. Actually, I can't remember what it was called. Just let Bourbon go in here and do all the tanking.
I've got him pinned, guys.
I've got to start another playthrough of Stalker 2 as well. I was waiting for some... I kind of played through it once, it was fine. But they've done quite a lot of patching recently, so I'm kind of waiting for... I think there was another patch the other day, so...
The bridge is a nasty place, so here's the plan. I'll keep you covered and you watch my back. If we work together, we'll make it. But don't play hero boy. I'm in no mood to get killed today.
I normally just let I'm not too worried about loot, I don't think. I normally just run ahead and let Bourbon just deal with all the crap. You get you get some set pieces here where mobs just come and attack you essentially. Sometimes they'll run up and attack you as well, like this one's coming. Kieran crying. Oh, John! He survives though. It's just like, I mean, when you play through the game enough times, there's just some points where it's just not worth, like on this difficulty, it's just not worth you using up ammo and stuff, really. You might as well just let the NPC do it. I think he does eventually catch up with you. I think one of these trains have got some, you can get some stuff from the trains. Maybe. Oh. Oh, here we go. Go on, Bourbon. Catch up. Well, Bourbon, all the fighting. He doesn't say anything though. You don't lose a moral point either, so.
Artyom, hush. There sounds a military trolley. They are looking for the bandits.
You probably can't see it that well, but the game's got great lighting. Like if you've got a HDR screen, it uses auto HDR from Windows, but it's really nice.
Okay, we are gone now. We can go.
I'm waiting for. I might do a video on it, maybe, or maybe a video or two. But I kickstarted the Stalker board game, and it's kind of ready. Some people have been getting theirs, but I haven't got mine yet. I'm still waiting for it, so hopefully it will turn up at some point. I think it's got some miniatures I can, you know, paint and stuff. Come on, Bourbon. It's quite linear, but there are bits here you can go off and explore if you want. I'm kind of just taking a more direct route. I'm waiting for them to catch up with me, basically.
That was some ride.
Yes, so filters, flame, fire grenades, whatever you want to call them. Fire grenades can one-shot mobs generally, like the normal dudes. So there are some really frustrating areas where, I mean, this game is just not balanced for Ranger Hardcore particularly. Although if you've played through it enough times, you can you work out little cheats and stuff to not get killed. But yeah, the flame grenades kind of just create like a little barrier in these sections where mobs kind of rush you. I've only got one though, so I think I'll probably save it. I think Bourbon just tanks everything here. Oh, maybe not everything. I'm listening to him just crying out. Hold on, Burbs. Let's go. I'm not sure if it's this chapter, but there's definitely there's a bit coming up where we have to go up onto the surface, and I just want to make sure I've got enough filters. Okay, there's some cutscenes here. I think we should run around and scoop up all the stuff. You kind of get these visions through the game, and we'll get some here. Yeah, so part of the story is that you're immune to a lot of the psychic stuff that goes on. That's why this guy joined up with you, essentially.
Artyom, my gut tells me something is very wrong with this place. Remember our agreements. I'm counting on you, kid. Come on. Nice little grill. I promise you, dear, I will come back and lubricate you. Also get you new paint. Oh, the great door. I hear you are calling me. Yes, my mistress. I hear you. Yes, yes, yes. Always. Oh, yes. Now I am happy. Your songs are magnificent. Sing more. Sing only for me.
John, did you hear those songs? I wouldn't wish it on an enemy.
Probably need to do a list of. I'm not sure what anyone else is playing at the moment, but like the actual game releases seems tragic at the moment. I'll play through Stalker 2 again, but other than that, I don't know. Are there any good games? Are there any good games? I don't know. I saw a little indie, a couple of little indie strategy games that I'm thinking about playing. We just picked up a key, didn't we? I think the chest for it is further ahead. I don't know if we have to go up yet or not. I can't remember. I don't think so. I literally went through it yesterday, this game, so my brain is... Oh yeah, we've got another... we're going to visit a new town. A new station, I should say. There's a little secret room down... I say secret, there's a little room down here. There's also a... I think it's over here. There's also a diary entry, if you want one, if you want this one. Diary entries here. Turn off the valve. Why'd you die? I think this is where the chest is, for the key. Yeah, I'm racking my brains trying to think of games coming up that I'm even remotely interested in. I think we just go. There's another horde bit coming up, but again, let's just go and hide and let Bourbon do all the damage.
Here is the market. Stay calm. Uncle Bourbon will get us in. Hey, people! Open up! Don't let your two-legged brethren die a foolish death! Are you deaf in there?
So we'll conserve ammo, let Bourbon do all the work. I think we can just drop down here and the... I don't think the Watchers... I don't think the Watchers can come... I don't think they come down here. Not sure. You can just stay up there and you get one or two run at you. But Bourbon and some other dudes deal with all the rest. That's cowardly, but you've got to save your resources for when you need them. Should be alright. If you can't get on the stairs, I think we're safe on the stairs anyway. There you go. Fight done. Didn't have to do a thing. This is where you find out Bourbon owes money to everyone, I think. Doesn't pay them.
God damn it. We stepped in this shit now. Hey, Mikhailovich, what a coincidence. I was just coming to visit you. You hear that, boys? Set out the good dishes.
Bourbon's come to visit. Now, don't go running off, Bourbon. We've got a little job to finish, then we'll get back to you. Remember where you should wait for me?
I do.
You sure? I can help you remember. You get me right.
Absolutely.
The game is so well designed, like architecturally, and like I love, as I said, I love all the technology stuff. I love all the dirty metal and all that kind of stuff.
I'd never seen a market like this. You could buy almost anything. But Bourbon
Holster your weapons at once. Who are you? Come into the light. Slowly, slowly. I'll be damned. Bourbon. Hey guys, we'd better search these two. So, you all drunk. What are you carrying this time around? Who's the boy?
Look here, boss. I'm sure we can work this out.
Sure. Let's go and chat a little. And you keep an eye on this one, huh?
Don't move! Stand still, I'm talking to you!
Just annoy this dude.
Okay, these two may pass. Welcome to the market.
Let's move our asses. Or would you like to enjoy their company a little more?
Hey, watch your tone.
We're in deep shit. No way I can pay back those railcar guys. We'll be lucky if they let us shovel shit for the rest of our lives.
You're in deep shit, Bourbon. I'm just an innocent bystander.
years ago. Charred bodies inside some steel seat. Was a nightmare.
Oh, there's a chest. Where's the key for it?
Well, we can't go to Hansa. Look, here's some cartridges. Go get a couple filters, will ya? I have an idea. I'll go have a talk with a certain someone. We could either meet at the local...
Yep, we're going up. Oh, there's the key.
It's Moscow. Market underground station.
Okay. Sometimes you get a lot more in those than...
They battled through the burning villages, picked some women up along the way. Just kept going with a few of them.
Okay, this is market.
How about some moonshine?
What's the occasion? Driver's Day again?
Think something up.
My son said his first word.
Congratulations.
Looking around, see if there's any cartridges we can pilfer. There's some.
Mom won't give me any. Just tell me for free.
No, I won't do that. I'm not interested in moral points, really.
There's this long tunnel from Sukhaevskaya to the nearest inhabited place, where lone travelers tend to disappear.
Filters. Okay. What have we got? 10 minutes. I think that... I think 15 is as much as you can get on this game. He's selling the shotgun I want. I think. The Shambler, yeah.
Nice gun. You won't regret buying your purchase. Take it. Just one of those left.
Right, go to the Shambler. I use the Shambler pretty much through most of the game. It's good for this. It's not. I mean, it's not as good against humans where you just want headshots, but against the. I don't think we need anything here really. Don't want to spend any money. I'd rather spend some money on some shells if we need some. You can sell stuff as well. You get a lot less for it though. Let's sell all those. We're using an assault rifle, but not till near the end of the game. You pick up a couple of those. That hasn't worked out too bad. We've got max filters, and we've got the Shambler. Okay.
Hey, Mom, let's buy a rat. Shut up,
When you see some of the stuff that Bourbon goes through, you wonder how the guy is still alive. It's like, everyone seems to know him, and he owes everyone money.
I think you already know the way.
Milky Way, but that wouldn't mean much for the little green man. Strange.
Bourbon? As if you don't know. I've already paid Mike.
But if you don't want to go through,
Shit. A pleasure doing business with you.
alright. Just kidding.
Okay, we're going up to Moscow.
The gate's opening.
Are you sure, Commander?
Take your positions. Cover me.
I hate this so much.
It's worth playing through the game on whatever the easiest difficulty is, because it just gives you more time to just explore and get immersed in stuff. And as I say, like even on this difficulty, it's not hard really. You get some filters to pick up and whatnot, so let's get the Shambler loaded. Off we go. This is what I wanted Exodus to be, or what I want the next game to be, is like a massive open world Moscow to explore. So you kind of go up and you scavenge and you come back. Let's get the key, and there's a key over here and there's a chest upstairs. Going upstairs is quite interesting. You get these psychic images sometimes that kind of tell some of the story. It's quite interesting. Go up here.
Search the room carefully. You might find another cache here. They often make hideouts for themselves on the surface, just in case. So just take a careful look around, and we'll have no problems with spare filters and ammunition.
I don't know who set up those traps.
What have we got here? A filter. That will show. Some ammo. Great. Thanks, friend.
Okay, so we're maxed filters, and we're maxed flame grenades. Yeah, as I was saying, it's good to play through this game on the easiest difficulty just once, just to do all the, just to spend more time looking around and exploring and stuff.
Ready? Let's go. We've got to reach the air shaft, which we'll use to get to Dry Station.
I think we'll just move through here pretty quickly. I don't think we'll muck around too much. It's a great environment though. You got the demons. They're a real pain in the arse. It's kind of easy to avoid, but they fly down and pick you up and they drop you. It's like, I think you pretty much one-shotted on this level. Do you know what we always say about Exodus? Is that Exodus is one of the few games where I care about the relationships with the people. The dialogue and how it builds relationships is so well written. It's phenomenal. like with Anna, you know, that was I thought the relationship they built up in the game with you, between you and her, was amazing. Like, I really felt sad for her, and as I wanted to help her, and all the other characters as well. You don't get that in games that often. I think like Mass Effect is another series that did it. I don't even know. I think we have to go through here. Yeah, that was one of the things that Exodus did really well, was the characters and your emotional attachment to them. Oops. Two headshots, that dude. You get a load of psychic stuff around here. You can extend your filter stuff as well, just by letting him kind of suffocate a bit, just as it sounds like he's going to keel over. Then change the... you can also, like, take your gas mask off. Just wait to a point where it sounds as though he's about to go, then put it back on again. Just save some stuff if you want to do that. I think we're alright though, we've got plenty here. I think we'll sneak past these dudes if we can. We need to go back up the stairs again. There's some stuff that way if you want to have a look, if you play it. But we're just going to get out of this section. One of the things I need to expand on Stalker 2 is, like, I was really disappointed when I got to what's the city that where it's quite popular in the games and stuff for being the place you go to that was irradiated. Even I think people go there in real life still, don't they? Chernobyl or wherever, I can't remember what it was, but there's a city in Stalker 2 near the end, and it was disappointing because it just wasn't very expansive. I was hoping for a bit more. I'm hoping they kind of expand that. You just one-shot these dudes. Works alright. Does anyone else have games like this where they just play it? They played it so much, I just enjoy playing it and kind of running through. I've got a few series like it, like Dragon Age and Mass Effect. I do the same, but obviously those games are just generally a lot slower anyway. Yeah, there's quite a few though like that. Deus Ex games as well are good for that. There's a building there. I don't think we need to go in it though. I think we'll just move on. I think. Oops. I think it's this way we need to go. Oops. Oh, come on. It wasn't even going through. I need to change my filter as well. That's annoying. Got a filter bit just where I was quick. No, change your filter, you fool. These little nonnuses, or whatever they're called, are bloody. Oh no, these are watchers, just small nonnuses. I think they're really annoying. They are. Oh, we aggroed a load of stuff there. We didn't really want to aggro. There you go. Okay. Oh yeah, I just wish this was open world. You can just go around exploring. There's a secret thing up here which I don't think we'll worry about. We'll just we'll move on. I think we need to go up here, do we? There's loads of these tripwires around. You get these tape recordings as well. Give you some bit of storytelling. I'm not sure if you're a reader or a listener, Ben. You were talking about the books earlier, if you're still there. But the Audible book is really good. The narrators were very good. I actually went into Waterstones the other day. I was trying to find. I'm sure I heard that there was a new version of the book released, of the books with a good cover, but I couldn't see it. I'll have to have a look. There's two sections where the game becomes a lot less linear. There are some other places you could have gone there to explore, but I'm just kind of going via the main route. Just picking up filters along the way, might as well. You can probably tell these are the areas I spent most of my time playing. I just love being up in Moscow. I've got another set piece coming up. You can go in that building, but we won't bother. You can also go up here if you for one of the books. You go into. Let's go and have a look. Up here, there's a building you can get into. One of the diaries. What else we got in here? Oh, there's a safe. I think the key's down here, actually. Yeah, there it is. I hope it's not bothering me. Just rushing. I'm not rushing through particularly, but you know what I mean. Yeah, the Witcher audiobooks are very good. I remember it was funny when the Witcher series came out. My son, we watched the first series, and I said to him, "Look, honestly, Fred, this is fucking shit. It really is. Like, read the books." He said, "I thought it was all right," and then he read the books. He said, "Dad, the Witcher series, it's really fucking shit." So, yeah, but the books are pretty cool. There's a set piece coming up. Just find your little spot to sit, basically. or bourbon do all the work. I don't think I'm immune here, but most of them just attack bourbon. I love that. I love the pronunciation. Let's give him a hand. There's a point where he says you have to run. You get attacked by the demons as well, which is frustrating. On this difficulty, the fire's just really good because the mobs are pretty dumb and they will just run into it and die. Oh shit! Oh, drop me, you bastard! You kind of have when he says run, you kind of have to run. Where the hell am I? Don't pick me up again. Sometimes you get picked up again.
As we went underground, it struck me that my city was now a foreign and hostile place. I felt safe here, in the darkness of the metro. More so when Bourbon claimed to have friends at Dry Station.
Listen carefully. The bandits control this station. We need to move quietly and take a look around. If we don't see my friends, we get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I think, I mean, you know, I think we just come to expect it now with Netflix, but I think it was just one of the worst adaptations that I think I've ever come across. I think only The Rings of Power beats it.
Shit, I can't fit. Okay, you just stay here. First in. We're good.
Poor old Bourbon. He's gonna get caught again.
Hey, give me some light. Oh, ha, ha. Who do we have here? It's Bourbon the Huckster.
Look who's talking. Take me to your boss. I have business with him.
The boss? But of course. And who the boss it is?
Poor bugger.
Where else would you like to go, huh?
Okay, that's enough. Or else we'll have to drag him.
Move it. We'll finish this later.
Move it! See if he's forgetting something. I don't see his stuff around.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing but the rats here.
Okay, let's go then.
You can pick up his AK here, but I don't really want to swap the weapons I've got, to be honest. So this is another section where you can do stealth or not. There's also quite a lot of area to explore here, but I'll just go the main route again. There's a bloke coming here, I think. Or maybe he's already gone. Oh, there he is. I was going to I've been really wanting to play just in immersive world things, and I installed turn as many lamps off as we can. I installed the Division, the first one. I love that snow. I love snowy winter environments. So I might give that a go. Apparently there's quite a bit of game. Quite a bit of game to that now, so... Oh, hang on. I don't want to be there. No, there's a bloke that comes along, goes to the loo. You go and knock him out, which I think we'll do. Yeah, I mean, for all different reasons, I think the Witcher series was just bad, I think, in general. It's like the Fallout series. I can't believe people haven't making a fuss about Fallout. I mean, even if you weren't a Fallout fan, it was so badly written, with so many polls and, you know, stuff that just didn't make sense, even in a Fallout kind of world. They just completely changed the whole vibe of it as well. It's just terribly bad, you know. And unfortunately, because it did well, I think we'll probably end up seeing Fallout 5 will probably end up reflecting the series in some way. So there's a dude through this door, but Khan, there's a guy called Khan kills him. Yeah, so there's a bloke helping you get through this level. Oops. And we meet him at the end, and he's also in the book.
Hey, did you see the guy they got just now? No, who was it? Bourbon. Damn, I can't believe it. Where did he get the balls?
I think essentially what's been happening, well, we know what's been happening recently, you know, is that they're taking all the series that are generally very masculine and trying to change them essentially to something that they never were, and something that just doesn't really fit within the, you know, all this DEI stuff and all that kind of rubbish. I haven't got no. Oops. It's very dark here. I should probably watch the screen. What am I doing? I should probably watch. Come on, Bob. It's not really not that hard. You've been through this maze about 1 million times. Is there a bit to jump up there? What am I missing? Oh. This way. Oh, here we go. I was mucking around with the contrast where I started, and it is really dark on my screen. Oh, shit. That was bloody terrible. Where the hell did that guy come from? I normally avoid this bit. There's a little dude there just on his own, sitting, hiding for some reason. That's annoying. It's kind of giving me away. I normally try to do the stealth approach if I can. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Just go through the door, you'll get a cut scene here, so...
What did you bring with you, bastard? Answer, suka, or I will shot you up! What? Who is it? Who is it? One night! Hypocrite Bourbon, who? Artyom! Who the fuck?
And that's the end of Bourbon, unfortunately. I guess at some point, considering the life he led, that was gonna happen.
You can keep your weapon down, young man. It's sad, but not unexpected finale for the likes of him.
This is Khan. He's quite an interesting character in the books. Oh, I quite like his voice, actually.
Leave this place immediately.
Like the English
The
actor.
companions of these bandits will show up soon enough.
English
and
actor.
I'd prefer to avoid more bloodshed.
Sorry, Khan. I'm just
going back
completely
to
ignoring
Cursed.
you.
This station's humidity is making me rheumatic. If you'd rather share your friend's fate, then by all means, stay. A wise decision.
Khan's appearance caught me by surprise.
I've looked at a few of those pirate games. There was one that I wanted to play. I'm not sure if it was the most recent one or not, where Ubisoft said it was quadruple A, but I really wanted to play one, but I just didn't want the PvP aspect. I'm honestly just too old for it now. I like the idea of sailing around in a ship and stuff, but I just didn't want the... is it Sea of Thieves that's got the PvP? I did hear that they released like a PvE version as well, but I don't know if it's the same game. But yes, I've looked at a few of those, a couple of those games. I did fancy a ship-based game, just sailing around, exploring.
They know we are here. Come closer.
Hey Slim, how you doing?
Listen. Just don't stay for too
Listen to the pipes again. I think if you stay too long, you get yeah, you get a jump scare.
Some say it's the voice of
I might look into it then, mate. Actually,
be a form of psychic influence. I know this tunnel, and it knows me. Let's move. Be careful here. This is a dangerous tunnel. Please keep your leg on, my friend, or else we might stay here forever. Freeze, and look forward. I don't think the word "who" is applicable here.
I've got to think about burning these spider webs. I just can't help myself. They do slow you down. It can be a bit annoying.
Concentrate.
Watch your eyes. I've got about those flashes. What sort of activities you got in Sea of Thieves, Ben? Is there a lot of stuff just to go out and do? I must confess, I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do like those. I do like those. Oh. I don't think I've ever died there. I didn't realise if you got too close and you actually die. That was weird. That's the first time it's ever happened to me. Okay. Something new. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do like, to a certain extent, I do like those games that are kind of just like online services. I like games that have just got activities that you can log in and do every day.
And look forward. I don't think the word "who" is applicable.
Even if they're like repeating quests, daily quests and stuff, I quite like that kind of thing, actually. I wish more MMOs had that kind of thing. But I know a lot of people don't like them. I think in the next game, like, I don't think it happens here, but you see these spiders crawl around on your gas mask. So if you've got arachnophobia, then I say spiders. It's probably stretching it a bit too far. But if you don't like, yeah, creepy crawlies, then it's probably not going to be much fun. The game's got a pretty cool, like, Alan Wake mechanic a bit later on, like light mechanic. You use your torch.
Mom, where are you?
Right, okay, so shouldn't have gone too far here. What does he want me to do? Does he want me to go? Yeah, that's what normally happens. I guess if you go too far forward, then killing certain big monsters, treasure hunting. Oh yeah, I like all that stuff. I'm a sucker for all that. I'm a sucker for stuff, activities. One of those people that other gamers moan about.
Move aside, Artyom.
Ghost train.
This tunnel has to relive its past over and over again. And those who were unfortunate enough to walk here
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great.
usually join that past.
Is it like a one-time purchase type thing, or has it got like a cash shop or whatever?
Let's go.
I enjoyed this bit of the game, I think, more than any other bit apart from the Moscow bits when you go up. He's pretty chill, old Khan. When you first go through these bits as well, it's good.
Please, and look forward. A battle raged here long ago. The defenders still man their stations. Follow me, but remain at my back.
Quite interesting character in the book as well. In the book, I think he says that he thinks he's a descendant of Genghis Khan. That's what. But in the game here, he doesn't mention that. Okay. Not sure what.
This is personal, my friend.
I'm not quite sure why I was injured there, but
I was with them when they died. Only I survived. It appears that the devastation we brought upon ourselves was complete. Heaven, hell, and purgatory were atomized as well. So when a soul leaves the body, it has nowhere to go and must remain here, in the metro. A harsh but not undeserved atonement for
that's an interesting idea that nuclear war destroyed heaven and hell as well, so people are stuck. Okay, mate, cool. I'll check it out. I guess what you can just choose what servers to play on, like PvE or PvP or whatever.
Ah, shit. Concentrate. This unfortunate
Oh, I think we've got a tower defence section coming up. You can kind of just run through it though, pretty much. I'm taking on damage somewhere. I'm not quite sure why I'm taking on damage. Maybe it's certain sections, or maybe I've walked through a puddle or something. It's interesting they added anomalies in the game, what they call anomalies, which I kind of feel was copying Stalker a bit, maybe, because I'm pretty sure they don't mention the word anomaly in, maybe they do in the books.
Don't move.
You don't want to annoy the anomaly though, because it will kill you.
We call that an anomaly. A new phenomenon.
Maybe they do. I can't remember.
Wicked phenomenon.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's not any more evil than, say, fire. It all depends on your point of view. Try to get a better understanding of things before you make your judgment. Let's move out now. It's not safe here.
I'm sure the PvP is fun. I mean, I'm not against it, but I just don't have the patience I had before for little Johnny
Be careful.
with like 0.01 millisecond reaction time, or just cheating, like just killing you and stuff. I just can't be doing all that anymore. Okay, so I just forgot we've got 2 tower defense games. This is the first one. I think I've got a fully loaded
Shit.
I think I've got fully loaded that can't do all the tanking. If things get hairy, just chuck a fire grenade.
The beasts come again.
It's funny, they kind of changed stuff, I think, in the second and third game. Because there are some silly situations in the second and third game where... Oh, how did he get through there? Where every mob comes for you, basically. There's some situations where there's 20 of these guys, and you've got like there's a group of 6 soldiers, and every single mob just ignores everyone else and runs for you. I hate when that happens. It's so stupid. It kind of breaks immersion. Oh, here we go again.
Stay put. There's no need to interfere.
Yeah, the anomaly comes and gets them all.
So that's how it goes. A live demonstration.
Okay. That sounds potentially a bit of like a bug more than anything, maybe. I guess you would think you would have your hold will be locked or something or whatever, or maybe they can steal the key or something, or... Oh, rail car ride. I'm not sure if this is a one where you have to fight or not. I gave up with Pantheon pretty much. I say gave up. I mean, at the moment, I'm not playing it. Just too many things really that, you know, too many things that just don't sit right with the era that they're going for. I've had another weird thing, which again, it's just another so restrictive. Like I was playing, it wasn't a problem at the start because I didn't have many spells, but like so on the Shaman, for example, you can't load up some buff and then replace them with some other spells. So if you buff yourself, if you then remove the buffs from your bar, the buffs drop. I was like, what the hell's going on? I thought it was a bug at first, but it's not. And it just kind of typifies that like restrictive, kind of like really like real binary kind of design choice. I couldn't understand it, and I thought to myself, okay, I know why this is happening. I know what the choice. I know what the decision is. Let's go and find out what the decision was, and it was that. You know, people kind of make excuses up for it by going, oh well, it means that you it's not a meaningful choice. It's not a meaningful choice. Like why do I want to make meaningful choices? The thing is, as a shaman, sorry, I'm on a rant again. But the thing is, with a shaman is people are going to want your buffs when you go in a group, or even when you're soloing, you want your buffs. So the decision is to like not have buffs or have buffs. It's not, doesn't seem really meaningful at all. Yeah, so you have to run along here and pick up some explosives if you just want to do this bit quick. Then you have to run back this way. I really don't like it when the headshots don't one-shot mobs. Although actually I think my aiming was terrible there, so... We have to run around here. Set the explosives. Yeah, so as I was saying, like I knew the reason or the excuse was going to be, well, it allows for meaningful gameplay choice, but it really doesn't. Not if you're a shaman. Because people want like buffs, you know. It just doesn't seem like it's a choice. There are some things where I thought, well, actually, maybe that is a bit more of a choice. So, if you play a rogue, you know, as you level up your rogue, you pick up some passives, and you have to, if you want the passives to be active, you actually have to load them up on your bar. I still think it's a stupid idea, but with the rogue, I kind of thought, oh, it kind of, you know, choice is about, do you want to do more damage or be more defensive or whatever, that kind of makes sense. But as a buffing class, it just didn't make any sense at all. Yeah, so a lot of those decisions have just put me off the game. Then you have to run up here to set another bomb. There is a book up here, actually, so pick up the book before you set the bomb. Oh, my word. There's a book there. I'm not going to bother getting it. Just chuck a bomb there. Run down. Yeah, some things I really enjoyed about Pantheon, but to be honest with you, I'm really surprised that from everything I'd heard about it before I played it. I was really surprised at how restrictive and binary all the design decisions are in the game. It's really weird.
If you still want to get to Paulus, you'll have to take a detour. You can get to the armory from here, and afterwards you will have to go through the stations belonging to the Reds and the Nazis. Let's move.
I think I'll probably stop streaming soon. We've come quite a way. The mission's coming up where you go through like Red and Nazi territory. They're a bit long-winded and stuff, and a lot of sneaking around and what have you.
At the smithy, look for an acquaintance of mine, Andrew the blacksmith. Mention my name. He'll give you a hand.
Oh, do you? You have to carry each loot off your ship and take it to the merchant. Holy smokes! Your pet as well, like on the Shaman on Pantheon. If you summon your pet and then take the pet spell off the bar, your pet desummons. It's just I just don't get it personally. It's not clearly, maybe it's just not for me, as they say. The wait for a proper classic MMO goes on.
That's it. Get in. Remember, everything depends on you and you alone. Until we meet again. Goodbye, Artyom.
One station was where most of the weapons in the metro were made. There had been an arms factory located above, and after the nukes fell,
Okay.
Who goes there? Stand still.
Hey, loosen up. It's a human. Kill the light already.
Well, you look human. That's all that counts. Come in, this is a free station.
Yeah, I bet, buddy.
Careful, kid. Our free station is under the watchful eye of the Reds. Paranoia is the new game in town, so keep yourself below the radar. You understand?
It's definitely an American accent that bloke had. Trying to do a Russian one.
Please stay at your registered residences and assist the law enforcement personnel in their work. Be vigilant, comrades. The enemy never sleeps.
I don't think you could do much in this station. Oh, excuse me.
Face to the wall. This is an inspection.
The boss is busy right now.
Come on, quit harassing me.
Who's the boss? I see him.
The bullshit.
Yeah.
Careful inspection.
Get lost.
I'm always prepared for this. Doctor, could you check my prostate?
Yeah, you can't. There's not much here in this station. I think there's like a cutscene here, kind of thing, and then you're off.
And who are you? The comedian's boyfriend? Put your hands out. You're under arrest.
All right. Lay off. I'll come quietly.
Stop her. Shoot. I'm gonna kill him. Go. Let's get them.
Come on, follow me. Go.
I just don't understand with these indie MMOs why they just can't say, look, we're creating an MMO. This is it. It's inspired by us. You know, I just feel that there's an element of like just dishonesty in claiming that you're aiming the game at a market just to get that market, but the mechanics in the game just do not reflect the period of MMO that you're talking about. And as I think I said in a previous video, like maybe that's not what they're aiming for. But I did listen to
He was with me.
I did listen to some recent streams, like recent dev streams, and the dev talked about EverQuest a lot. And I just think to me, I don't get it. It's like none of your systems are reflective of EverQuest at all.
Between the Reich and the Reds. You'll need a disguise.
And they don't have to be, obviously, but when that's what you're talking about, and you're talking about the spirit of EverQuest and classic MMOs and stuff, I just don't get it. I just feel that people have been... I mean, I do have a bit of a bee in my bonnet about it now, I must say. It's got worse. I don't like it when people have missold stuff, particularly when I'm covering it on my channel. And $40 is not cheap, no matter what anyone tries to tell you. Yeah, it's things like a shaman buffing people, and then thinking, oh, I'll put some different spells on the bar. But then I thought to myself, what's happened at first? I didn't notice at first. Like I think it was my pet. I got my pet up, and then I took the pet spell off the bar, and my pet disappeared. I thought, this is weird. And I thought, it must be a bug. Like, surely no one would design it this way. And all that meaningful choice codswallop, that really is just codswallop. That's an excuse for, you know. But no, it actually is right. Like, as a shaman, if you want to buff people, you have to keep the buff spells on your bars. The real killer for me, though, was the chevron thing. Like, and I hate the way that some like the players who are really invested are dishonest as well. Like, someone put a post up on the Facebook group the other day, and to ask about soloing and stuff, and obviously the only responses they get, and this guy was coming from P99 actually, was specifically talking about EverQuest, and no one said anything about the fact that you can't go into a dungeon or do anything essentially like that unless you're in a group. It's just, oh yeah, of course you can, it's fine. You know, I hate that sort of dishonest shit, particularly where people are spending, where money's concerned, where people are spending money. But that's the thing that did it for me. Like, I can't get behind an MMO where the design choice is so linear for what you as a player can interact with from a mob point of view. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Monster Memory still seems to be, you know, the one that could pretend. But I mean, we've all been burnt so many times before. Like, I'll wait and see. I'm very much a wait and see now, irrespective of the game or how it's looking. I think that we kind of, I mean, I think the indie MMO scene, it really feels like a, you know, the definition of insanity, where you repeat the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. From a player and a dev point of view, like from a player point of view, like, I mean, I've seen players go from one game to the next, the same player saying the same thing about that game when they get there, and then it doesn't turn out that way, and they move on to the next one and they say exactly the same thing. The same with devs as well, you know, it's like, all of them, I'm not excluding any of them that I've seen so far talk about the MMOs they're developing. It very much seems to be like, oh, this is a good idea, what about this idea? Players, no, I mean, I don't think so. Yeah, but no, this is a good idea, it's a fun idea, it's great, we'll implement it correctly, it'll be great. Yeah, but and the other MMO that I've just played that no one's now playing kind of tried that, and the classic MMO audience didn't really get with it. It didn't really, no, it's fine, it'll be fine, it's great, it's a great idea, we've come up with it, we like it, we're going to put it in. Yeah, but it's happened before. Yeah, don't worry about it, it's fine, we're going to put it in. That's just the attitude that I get. It's just this kind of like repetitive. I mean, I don't think Pantheon should be bashed for the game it is. I don't think it's a bad game, but I think the developers deserve bashing for indicating that they're designing the game based around a specific era of classic MMOs, and then all of the systems are completely different. To a point where many of the systems feel like they come from like a modern MMO. You know, like this kind of like really binary restriction on dungeons, for example. Like you can't go into a dungeon unless, I mean, that's the sort of thing New World does. You know, you can't go into a dungeon unless your group composition is like this. I mean, EverQuest was never like that.
I'm here for that doll. How about you?
Me? Join the army.
And as I said, like you know, some people said to me, well, I don't think they're now going for EverQuest, but I watched some dev streams recently with Jopper, and he talks about EverQuest quite a lot, the spirit of EverQuest, the design of EverQuest. So I think that clearly is what's happening.
Drunks and fools are happy too.
There's a black capsule in my
It feels like a very linear experience, which doesn't feel in any regard like a classic MMO as we know them. But yeah, I mean, I certainly don't bash the game because of what it's trying to be. It's more trying to appeal to an audience, and then I mean, as I said, this is not the first time it's happened where a developer says, "Oh yeah, our game is a classic MMO, inspired by classic MMOs, etc., etc." And you play it, and it's clearly not, and then people move away, and there's no one playing that game anymore. I think with Pantheon and then with Monsters and Memories, we don't know much about that yet, so I don't know how that's going to go. But this, for some of us, this is like the third, fourth, fifth time this has happened. You know, going right back to Shroud of the Avatar. Yeah, so it's not like it's the first time. I mean, I actually think that any of these games should be whatever the developers want them to be, but at least market them in the correct way. Like, don't try to appeal to a market because you think that market's there, but then not give them what, you know. That's the way I see it anyway. And you say obviously you don't want a copy of EverQuest. I mean, on my channel over the 11, 12 years I've been doing it, then that's what a lot of people do ask for. They just want EverQuest design, but with different lore and whatever it may be, you know, and telling its own stories. They don't want chevrons, in my experience. They don't want, and some of the other stuff that these games are offering. Yeah, I mean, Pantheon is popular at the moment, but Embers Adrift was popular. Shroud of the Avatar was popular, you know, but those games just fell by the wayside because they were offering a design that, you know, that players just didn't want. And I mean, you know, I'm sure there's a different audience out there for different whatevers, but certainly, like on my channel, which is predominantly a classic MMO audience, that's what I heard repeatedly from people. So, you know. Oh, I don't think I wanted to do that. I think I might die here. I do want to go down there, but oh no, it's okay. Thought it might be too much of a drop. I also think that when you look at the issue at the moment, like from looking at it from a content creator's point of view, you know, at the moment you hear a lot about there's all this negative stuff. It's all negative, etc., etc., etc. But it's really not in a lot of stuff. Like there are so many content creators out there covering indie MMOs, and they're all positive. I don't see any of them like questioning, giving feedback. It's just like real nodding dog syndrome, you know. And maybe there are. I mean, I saw a video popped up on Facebook the other day, the Facebook Pantheon group, you know, about an interview with, well, like some content, I don't know who they are, but some content creator played with a dev and stuff. And I don't know, maybe they do, but is that content creator asking proper questions, like playing, studying the you know, the actual mechanics and talking about it, questioning it in regards to like a classic MMO and design and how it's designed and why it was designed that way, whatever? Are they doing that? I'm not sure. You know, In my experience, a lot of content creators are just nodding dogs for development because they want access, and that's it. They don't. But anyway, we're off on an indie MMO rant again. Yeah. But my point there was that, like, you hear a lot about constructive feedback and constructive criticism and all that sort of stuff, and I don't think any of these devs actually want any of that. You know, too many times I've seen people give constructive feedback or constructive criticism, and I just don't believe they want to hear it. I don't believe they're interested. It's like, this is what we're doing, and lump it, and that's fine, but then, you know, why ask for feedback? Why make out that you want feedback? Maybe Pantheon and MMO would be different. I don't know, but certainly that's the experience of previous MMOs that I've played. Quite often it feels like we've got this idea. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Blah de blah de blah. It's implemented. You play it. You think, oh, actually, this is kind of not really working out. And it doesn't feel in the spirit of what you said you were going for. Oh, well, yeah, okay, fine, fair enough. And that happens a few times, and you can tell the developers just switch off. Really, they're just not interested. You know.
I won't ask you about your mission here. We'll regroup and fall back. An honor to meet you, and thanks again.
Cock that up. You should just one-shot that bloke without him noticing you, but anyway, I'm sure I'm seen as just an embittered player who just hates for hate's sake now, I'm pretty sure. That's why I kind of mostly stopped covering them. I just, you know, it's just... Oh, bloody, it's dark here. Holy smokes. I think it's probably fairer to say that if you're going to market a game at a particular audience, I just think that they're going to have expectations, and that's fine. You know, you can't market a game at someone and then get salty when they start pushing back. You know, because they've come to your game because you they've come to you because you've said to them, this game's for you, come and play it. But you know, the reality when they get there is very different. As I said, I mean, over the years I've just developed this real bee in my bonnet about it, so maybe I'm just being too I do find it incredibly annoying though when other players misrepresent the game. I forgot there's a bloody train comes along here. Oh, I should just shoot this bloke. I think as I've said before as well, it's kind of like, and I understand it, it's like an ego thing, isn't it? You don't want someone telling you that this particular idea or that particular idea is just not very good or just not working. You know, it's like we've got this idea, we think it's cool, so we're going to implement it, and okay, you know. I think so. You can run and jump on here. I think. Oh, did that bloke heard me? I don't know if he saw me or not. Even though they look up, I think their plane of vision is basically still right in front of them. Because he was looking up with his torch, but I was still in shadows there. I think the thing with MMOs, right, is it's just too faction based. Like you shouldn't have a faction. Like I understand if you like a game, maybe you like the developer from a previous game or whatever, that's fine. But I think getting to a point where it becomes like almost like a religious experience, I don't think that's the way to go. I think you have to be balanced and open and make judgments based on what you're being told, rather than it being like purely an emotional reaction, an emotional thing. But I guess we're way past that, aren't we? I think everyone's just so emotional about everything. You can't either you're with me or against me kind of thing. I have spoken to the odd dev now and again on these MMOs. So, you know, my feedback is not coming from a place of... I think in the end, like, I was the sort of person who they just wanted to go away. Basically, just please go away. I think that was, you know... as I said, I think there's a point where you can kind of ask a question about something, but they don't really want pushback, so there's a couple of... I think I can just go through that door and it's like a cutscene thing. I think there's a couple of dudes. There's a couple more dudes. Probably not. Let's just go through the door. I think you have to have some kind of realism about the market, don't you? Like it's like you listen to a developer talk and they say, "Oh well, on Discord we're getting nothing but positive feedback, and everyone's coming along saying how great our game, they like the looks of our game, etc., etc., etc." But that's kind of that happens. That's what I was talking about, the repetitiveness of it. You know, that happens for every game, but they don't seem to be aware of that. It's like, oh, everyone's so positive about a game. Yeah, but they were positive about Embers Adrift and Shroud of the Avatar and any other game, and now no one's playing those games. You know, it's like, kind of come out of your bubble and see what's going on within the development of some of your contemporaries, and see what is sticking and what's not sticking. You know, it's like...
Good point. All right, you Red Scum. Offer a prayer to your marks or whoever.
Yeah, we've had that as well, haven't we, where we've invested in something that has really turned out to be nothing like the investment what we were told we were getting. Well, Pantheon was like that, really, wasn't it? I mean, I think Pantheon looks like a completely different game now to what it was.
You know, one thing I like about the bad guys, there's always a lot of discussion before they get around to pulling the trigger.
I think that's maybe that's the other thing as well, like the whole bubble thing. Maybe that's the advantage or disadvantage that we've got. I don't know, but I think that
you owe me one, kid.
I think that the people, the developers developing the next MMO that's coming out, are doing it in a bubble, and they don't seem to be aware of what's happened in the other games. Maybe that's why you kind of get this thing where you talk about systems and stuff, but because they haven't played those other games particularly, they're just not aware of them, or maybe they're just not aware, don't want to be aware that someone else has tried it, you know. I mean, the Pantheon was really interesting for me because it's amazing how many systems they've copied from, like Embers Adrift. Although you could say arguably Embers Adrift copied them from, you know, some second or third gen MMOs. Yeah, it was uncanny. I was going around thinking, this is weird. Like, some of these systems in this game are exactly the same as they were in... Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to go make myself some pasta soon. I wish I bought myself a bottle of wine, actually. Don't like eating pasta without wine. But it's just me today, so it's sad. Sitting there with a bottle of wine. Some wine, Mom. Wine, Dad.
Well, guys,
with a bowl of pasta. This is another. This is a typical vehicle section. This don't like this much. It's a pain in the arse. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop there. Everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Give me something to watch for a while. I know these things are intermittent and stuff. I say that every time though, and I always talk about doing more, but you know, we'll see. I think that, I mean, I've said it before, but I am like I kind of feel like I guess I'm doing it at the moment where I'm just playing random games. But the thing that I used to enjoy doing the most on the channel was playing something like P99, and there was some sort of continuity of playing it. I'm not a big fan of like the variety stream thing where, although I know that's what I'm doing at the moment because I can't think of anything else to do. You know, yeah, I don't know. Maybe when we get to play an MMO that sticks, you know, there'll be more regular stuff. I don't even know if people like these kind of games, really, on the channel. You know, I mean, for most of the channel's life, it's just done P99, so I don't know if these kind of singly player games are what people are interested in, but I just woke up this morning and thought I'd have a bit of a stream. And see how it goes. Maybe I'll have a look at Sea of Thieves today, and I might do some stuff on that just for a laugh. Yeah, I'm quite able to play anything though, really. Like, well, I do play anything. I mean, I'm not fussy particularly. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.